I really must to finish my homework tonight.
Wait, no. You do not say must to. You just say must finish.
Oh, wow. Really? No to, just must finish?
Exactly. No to. Welcome to Speak English Fluently. Today, you will finally know when to use must and have to correctly.
Definitely. It is a very common mistake for ESL learners. I mean, they both mean you need to do something, right?
True, but we use them in completely different situations.
Well, let us jump right in.
All right, let us focus on rule number 1, must. We use must for personal necessity.
Personal necessity? I mean, what does that exactly mean, Adam?
Great question. It means an internal obligation. Internal means it comes from inside you. It is your own feeling or your own rule.
Ah, I see. So it comes from me, not from someone else.
Exactly. So Anna, tell me, what must you do today?
Well, I must study for my exam.
Perfect. You must study because you want a good grade. Nobody is forcing you. You are telling yourself to do it.
True, it is my own choice. But wait, Adam, what about short answers?
Good point. If I ask you, must you leave early? What do you say?
I would say, yes, I must.
Absolutely right. But what if the answer is negative?
Let me guess. No, I don't must?
No, that is a very common trap.
Oh, wow, really? Why is that wrong?
Because we never say don't must. That simply does not exist in English.
Seriously? So what should I say instead?
You just change the word. You say, no, I don't have to.
Oh, okay. So for a negative answer, I just drop the word must entirely.
Totally. Now, you might hear the word mustn't, which is must not, but that is completely different.
Different how? It sounds like the same word.
Well, mustn't means prohibition. Prohibition means it is strongly forbidden, like you mustn't touch a hot fire.
Ah, I get it now. So must is a strong personal feeling, and mustn't means do not do it because it's dangerous.
You got it. So give me one last example of your personal feeling.
I really must call my mother tonight. I miss her so much.
Now, let us move to rule number 2, have to. We use have to for objective necessity.
Objective necessity? Wow, that sounds a little formal. What does that mean, Adam?
Well, it simply means an external obligation. External means it comes from outside of you, like a law or a rule from your boss.
Ah, I get it. So it is not my personal feeling. It is a rule I must follow.
Exactly. You do it because someone else tells you to. For example, Anna, do you have to wear a uniform at school?
Yes, I have to. The school makes us wear a blue shirt and gray pants.
Perfect. You have to wear it because the school says so, not because it's your favorite fashion choice.
Totally. Believe me, if it was my choice, I would wear my comfortable jeans.
Right. Give me another real-life example of a rule like that.
Let me think. Well, I have to renew my passport before I travel.
Absolutely. The government makes that rule. You cannot just decide to travel with an expired passport.
True. What about daily life situations? Can I use have to for simple things?
Definitely. For example, if your car is out of gas, you have to buy more. It's a fact of life.
Yeah, that makes sense. The situation forces me to do it. Oh, wait. What if the subject is he or she?
Good question. For he, she, and it, we change it to has to, like she has to wake up early.
Ah, so I can say my brother has to pay his rent today.
Exactly. The landlord makes that rule. And what if I ask you, do you have to work on Sundays? What is the short answer?
I would say, no, I do not have to.
You nailed it. And that just means it's not necessary. You're completely free to stay home.
Wow. So I do not have to means there's no obligation at all.
Totally. You can work if you want extra money, but nobody is forcing you to do it.
I love that. Have to is so common in English because we're always talking about rules and schedules.
Absolutely. From paying bills to going to work, have to is your best friend for daily life situations.
Yeah, it feels very clear now.
Okay, now for the fun part. Let us do a smart comparison between must and have to.
I am ready. I mean, I know the rules now, but using them together is still a bit tricky.
Well, let us test it. Imagine you're riding a motorcycle on the street. What do you say?
Oh, easy. I must wear a helmet.
No. If it is the law, you have to say, I have to wear a helmet.
Oh, wow. Really? Why is that?
Here's the golden rule. Must is a personal feeling. Have to is a rule or a law.
Ah, I see. So because the police made the helmet rule, it's external.
Exactly. You say have to because you would get a ticket from the police if you do not wear it.
That makes total sense. Give me another situation to compare them.
Sure, let's talk about being sick. You wake up feeling terrible. What do you say?
I say I must see a doctor because I personally feel bad and I want to go.
Spot on. Then you go to the clinic. The doctor looks at you and says,
Let me guess. The doctor says you have to take this medicine.
absolutely. Why did the doctor use have to?
Because now it's an instruction. It's a medical rule coming from the doctor, not from me.
You nailed it. See how easy it is when you think about where the rule comes from?
Totally. But tell me, Adam, do native speakers use both words equally?
Good question. Actually, in spoken English, we use have to a lot more than must.
Really? So must is a bit less common in everyday talking?
Definitely. Must can sound a little too formal or very urgent.
Oh, good to know. So for my daily tasks at work or home, I should just stick to have to.
True. Save must for strong personal feelings or when you read official written signs.
That is such a helpful tip. Must is internal and have to is external. I will never forget that. Let's practice this in real life. I will start. I must finish my homework tonight.
Right, and you have to submit it by 8 p.m.
Exactly. I must finish it because I want to learn, but I have to submit it at 8 because that is the teacher's rule.
Perfect. You just used both correctly in one situation. Give me another one. Let's imagine you're going to the airport.
Oh, the airport. Well, I must pack my bags early so I do not feel stressed.
Absolutely. That is your own personal planning. And what about your passport?
I have to show my passport at the check-in desk.
True, the airline makes you do that. What about your baggage weight?
Oh man, my bag has to be under 20 kilograms.
Spot on. Notice how you used has to there because the bag is an it.
Yeah, I remembered that. What if my bag is too heavy?
Then you have to pay an extra fee. It is the airline policy.
Wow, traveling has a lot of rules. I mean, do I use have to for everything at the airport?
Pretty much. You have to go through security and you have to take off your shoes.
Oh, right. Security is very strict. Strict means they follow the rules very carefully, right?
Totally. But tell me, while you're waiting for the plane, what must you do?
I really must get a coffee. I cannot survive without it.
That is definitely a strong personal feeling. Nobody is forcing you to drink coffee.
True. But wait, Adam, let us talk about work. I must impress my boss tomorrow.
Great example. You want a promotion, so that's internal. What external rules do you follow at work?
Well, I have to attend the weekly meeting every Monday morning.
Exactly. The company requires it. Requires means they make it mandatory for everyone.
I see. So basically, my life is just a mix of things I must do for myself and things I have to do for others.
You summarized it perfectly. That's exactly how native English speakers think about it.
So, let us do a super quick summary for everyone watching.
Yeah, that is a great idea. So if you look at the screen right now, just remember this simple rule.
Must equals personal necessity.
And have to equals objective or legal necessity.
Exactly. Must is a feeling from inside you, and have to is a rule from outside.
Wow, when you say it like that, it is so easy to remember. I do not feel confused anymore.
I'm so glad to hear that. Now it's your turn. Write a sentence using must or have to in the comments.
Oh, I love that. Maybe you guys can tell us what you have to do for work tomorrow?
Absolutely. Or tell us what you really must do for yourself this weekend. We want to read your practice.
Definitely. You know, practicing in the comments is the best way to lock the information in your brain.
True. And hey, English has a lot of tricky grammar. Tell me which one confuses you the most and I will cover it in the next video.
Yeah, maybe words like make and do or say and tell. I mean, there are so many.
Totally. We read all your comments, so please let us know what you need help with.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today on Speak English Fluently.
Keep practicing, stay confident, and we will see you in the next lesson. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.